I feel so bad. I ruined Mid Ohio for that year.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises. Early in the morning, put him in the longboat until he's sober. Put him in the longboat until he's sober. Put him in the longboat until he's sober. Early in the morning.
All right, guys, so here we are tonight with Cleveland Moto, and we get together, we have some drinks, we talk about some stuff, and that turns into these Moto Stories. And like, it's just like a weird thing that grew out of something else that was happening naturally. And Moto Stories with Unkie Phil is me and my friends and the adventures we've had getting together, and we had a school bus for a while.
And oh, the adventures we've had.
We have had adventures. So we had a school bus, and we had a short bus, and a short bus with a flat front. It's a big, they call it a transit.
Snub nose.
Snub nose, flat, but short wheelbase. And this thing was just loads of fun. And we'd go places and we'd have a blast with this yellow school bus. And it was just perfect. And so the one year we're hanging out and we're down at one of our Mid Ohio events, and
Fresh off of the scooter rail, band camp.
we'd literally come out of one event into another event. So
Yeah.
we were, the phrase I like to use is a Chicago phrase from Old Style that's fully croisened. We were fully croisened.
Poisoned.
So when this happened, there's this long distance between where we were camped up on the high ground, nice and dry and safe, back to the back corner that these guys called Louisville Vintage Moto.
Now, some people call Mid Ohio Mud Ohio, and for good reason.
For good reason.
Because any given weekend, and I don't care if it's in the middle of July,
Doesn't matter.
you're still going to end up with mud.
I totally agree. And so what happened this year is it was particularly moist.
Moist.
And we'd been there for a few hours. We'd got things set up nicely, and we had a good roll going. And by about, party 30 or so, we decided that we should go down,
Roll them.
and we should
Roll 'em.
go all the way down to the Mid Ohio corner, the Louisville Moto corner.
Now, was this before or after we went into the Mexican restaurant and came
After.
back? So first the bus had to go to the Mexican
Margaritas.
restaurant. Yeah.
So we had to go get
best
margaritas
Mexican restaurant on the face of
in
the
Lexington,
planet.
Ohio. The best Mexican restaurant in Lexington, Ohio. And they serve us every year delightfully. But
Whether you want it or not.
right, they're the best Mexican restaurant in Lexington, Ohio. We'll say that. And we came back and we rolled the bus down. So we got all of these idiots in the bus. Broke camp, as they say, struggled out, got onto the gravel, and
We're not going to go back up to the safe
No,
place where we were.
no, we're going to
We
go
want to
down.
go to the fucking party because we just had
Downhill.
fucking margaritas and we're fucking having
We
a
just
good
had
time.
17 and a half margaritas, and we're going to go have more fun and with these guys from Louisville Moto. So we roll down to the corner, and we get down to the corner, and when we showed up, I mean, the corner is literally gravel, like it's just a gravel tee, and they're in the corner,
With
disco,
a lot of mud all the way around.
DJs, disco lights, and booze. And it was party central when we got there. They had turned up to about 11, and it was great. And so we showed up with a school bus, or at least half a school bus. And we came up with the front half of a school bus and rolled right into their party. High beams going, stop sign out, and illuminated flashing lights.
We're having a good time.
We were having a great time.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we're recording a podcast.
As soon as the door opens,
Oh,
we're boarded.
yes, we are
We're
boarded.
being boarded.
You'd have thought that we had run into a band of Randy Pirates.
Hey, what's going on at school
Oh, it
bus?
was
Let's have
like-
a good time. What's going on
You open
here?
a door on a yellow school bus and people just turn into
Where's the
9-year-olds.
stripper pole?
And that's what happened. We found the 3 rowdy girls in all of a 9 tri-state area. And they all found us in our school bus.
It was fate. It was kismet.
And they laid in on us hard. And the music was loud, the energy was high. We'd opened up the emergency exits and we were up on the ceiling dancing.
Throwing-
Turns out 6 people.
Yeah.
Any more than 6 people on the roof of a school bus and it bends. And the school bus roof actually flexes.
Whoops.
And it is curved and it was dewy.
Yeah.
And we had a few people slide off the top of the school bus.
Ah.
That also is to be avoided. So yeah, we got good. We had a good time.
Yeah.
And we got the music good and loud. And then,
It boiled down to one moment.
Why?
One quintessential moment.
why?
And We have people who know what they're doing, and then we have people who don't know what
There
they're
are
doing.
trained professionals, and then there are amateurs.
I feel so bad. I ruined Mid Ohio for that year. Because,
Well, John.
and I don't know her name,
Nope.
but a young maiden of an excellent class said to us, if you take your shirt off, I'll take mine off. And by that time, I already had my shirt off.
I had the word shirt didn't even land yet, and John was naked.
I'm like, gotcha. Yeah. I'm good.
In the military, they call that anticipating the command.
Yeah.
John anticipated the command.
I jumped the shark. Anything you want to call it. I overplayed my hand.
And the look on her face was like,
Oh shit, I need to get the fuck out of here.
she realized she'd brought a challenge, and challenge had been accepted
Yeah.
far too quickly.
Far too quickly.
And it was magic. But the sound of failure resonated off the inside of the aluminum walls of the bus. And oh no! But it was funny later on though, because we're having the party and the party keeps going, and the sheriff's deputies all showed up at some point.
I feel like though we could leverage this whole story
Uh-huh.
if we can track her down. And we can tell
And get her opinion.
And
Yeah,
talk
I
to her
agree.
about this. And tell her,
And find out.
like, look, you remember that year
If you
were
were-
at Mid Ohio, and we were at Mid Ohio.
So if you're
and
out
said,
there
"Take
and
your
you
shirt
happen to
off,"
be, if you
and
happen to
I
get
took
on,
my shirt off, and then you didn't take your shirt off,
if that's you,
don't you feel like you kind of owe me? I mean, fair's fair, right?
I agree. I was there. I was witness to the challenge. The
It'd
challenge
be-
was levied.
It'd be a pittance.
It would be a pittance. It wouldn't be much, and I'll tell you, you're probably going to go back to Mid Ohio again.
But I mean,
Yeah. So look for the guys in the short school bus. This looks like half a regular school bus.
I'm good for two anytime
Exactly.
you want.
Anytime you want to go. And so, again, that's a real quick moto story with your Unkie Phil and Johnny Mac.
And on that note,
Ride fast and take chances.
bum,
Press the red button. Press the red button. Get us out of here.
With the drunken sailor, what shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor?